A good Saturday afternoon to you, Roger Hill of Wuthering Heights. This weather video is driven by 802cars.com, representing 802 Toyota, Twin Cities Subaru, and 802 Honda. They're all located off of Exit 7 on Interstate 89. Looking at the Green Mountains, looking west from Waitsfield. And just overcast skies. There had been some sprinkles or light rain showers. These have abated. There's more on the way. Bigger picture, upper level low, trough of lower pressure rotating through. This is pushing off to the east. The flow of air coming in from the north, so cool flow continues. But notice we got some clearing skies not that far west of Vermont. This will be in here for later on this late in the day or late in the afternoon. This will shut down shower activity. And the VELCO weather hazards alert. Low impacts are expected this period with a few concerns. Soaking rain will be an issue. It could raise streams and river levels. This happening on Monday through Tuesday. It actually starts later in the day on Sunday and then continues Sunday night and into Tuesday. An easterly gradient wind may be of concern. This for downsloping areas of western slopes of the Green Mountains, exacerbated by saturated ground. Recent rainfall we've been seeing. 2 dry project weather days potentially for Wednesday and Thursday. That's a new development. Lowered confidence on this, however, still. Now, some benign thunderstorms are possible late in the period next Friday. This would happen Friday afternoon. Again, fairly low confidence. Right now, wind fields look to be light. Instability looks like it's upticking. Been seeing some thunderstorm development over New Brunswick, and I'm expecting to see more of these break out across portions of eastern Maine. You can see a thunderstorm there at Prince Edward Island and back over toward parts of Nova Scotia, Cape Breton. A little closer view, and always kind of interesting to see. This is a cold pool aloft of this upper level system, and you can see where the drier air has been. It allowed for some clearing skies, and now it's surface heating, and sure enough, they're developing into thunderstorms. And you can see a few of these around portions of the Canadian Maritimes. High-resolution rapid refresh model shows just some additional precipitation for this afternoon across mainly northern areas, a little bit down the spine of the Green Mountains. There always could be some drizzle in spots here, but most of the more steadier precip is off to our north and east. Okay, running the European model here, you can see a little bit of precipitation there. This is the end of the day. Things begin to dry up a little bit, and then tonight they dry up a lot. Our next weather system is diving in from the Great Lakes. It's digging upper level trough. Looks like at arrival time here, probably a little before 2 o'clock in some of the southern Vermont areas, and eventually this will overspread all of the region. And these will be mostly showers, but some intermittent rain as well. Kind of a double area of low pressure here. One developed off the coast, pushes east, takes most of the heavier precipitation with it. We still have this guy wrapping around and continuing to produce showers. And eventually it begins to pull off to the east and out of the region. And that takes place, that's 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Wednesday. So we actually start out a couple showers before 12Z, which is 8 o'clock in the morning, and then conditions begin to improve. So a couple dry days. This would be for Wednesday into Thursday. This is Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening, getting into Thursday night, and then Friday morning. This is where we have some instability begin to push into the region. Right now it looks pretty limited. And again, this is the end of the period here, Friday afternoon, Friday evening. These will more than likely be thunderstorms. Okay, I mentioned gradient winds, and this is the lead up to that. This is Sunday evening. A little bit of a calm period ahead of the storm. We get into Monday. Right here is our first little uptick. This is Monday afternoon, about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but notice it's just very limited. Notice the green, a little heavier toward Killington, mainly mountain summits. These will be easterly winds with 998 millibar low here. So this will be pushing a pretty strong easterly wind. Here's your direction. So that'll continue, it looks like, into Monday night and into Tuesday before pulling away. Those are our gradient wind concerns. And then finally on day 7 on Friday, we have some convective available potential energy or CAPE instability measurement. And you can see that flares up during the afternoon here. This is day 7, European ensemble total precipitation. You can see greater than 1 inch amounts, and likely up in the 1.5 to 2 inch, maybe a little over 2 inches in some locations. And most of this is what's going to be falling during Sunday night into the period into Tuesday, with Monday night being predominant. 7-day total accumulated precipitation, the Weather Prediction Center, same kind of deal, greater than 2 inch amounts. GFS ensemble, potential river levels. You can see this is Otter Creek, and a little bit of a rise toward action level. Antecedent conditions across the region are fairly wet, and we're seeing this is last 60 days of water precipitation here, 9.23. So we're running about 115–20%. And this is just Lamoille County. Now, if you look at Addison, Bennington, and so forth alphabetically, you can see that we're all basically above normal. This is month to date, so ignore that. But last 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, and so forth, we're a little bit above normal pretty much everywhere. And that would include the last 2 counties shown here, Windham and Windsor. They've made some pretty good inroads here most recently. And soil moisture currently showing in the percentiles here. Last day of the month or seasonal. We'll do last day of the month. So the end of May, you can see 70 to 80%. And seasonal, since March 31st to June 2nd, you can see we've melted out and had a fair amount of rain here, keeping the soil moistures rather wet. Much like the European, the GFS ensemble is also indicating the main issue is this rainstorm we're going to see. Going in from Sunday night into Tuesday, a little dry period thereafter indicated, and then here's our showers and thunderstorms. Looking at temperatures, we're coming out of almost the chilly doldrums here, and we have, of course, a little bit of a rise over the weekend, especially Sunday. And then temperatures plummet and stay real cold during the rainy period, but then start to step ladder back up to more seasonal levels here, finally getting into the 70s. Okay, this is weighted temperatures right now for the next 5 days. These are maximum temperatures only, and we're running about 6 degrees below normal. What about 3 days later? About 3 to 6 degrees below normal, and it's not quite picking up yet the warming that's going to be just around the corner. Some of this warming coming over the top of a ridge of higher pressure. Slightly different look, looking at the temperatures and precipitation bars here. This is our rains on Sunday night into Tuesday. And you can see thereafter we start to step ladder back up, temperatures getting into the 70s. This is the European model, which always runs a little bit with a little bit more of a cool bias. The GFS ensemble is a little bit higher than that. Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights.